Welcome, I'm Kenneth, Tenjutsu Master and Mystic Messenger. Everything that I share and say and do is for a reason. So it's been an unsettled day. There's a lot going on, all right? In my immediate environment, with family, there's a lot going on. And I'm like, Father, what is going on? We've got the full blue moon. We've got all the numbers and messages, symbols and signs now converging with today. Then to top it all off, I remember this dream I had many months ago in connection with what's going on around me, in which I'm going to elaborate on in this video. Again, denoting of this supernatural, mystical transformation that's about to occur with our lives. Many are making the connections now with the, should we say, truth in plain sight in movies in connection with the blue moon. It's like, wow, okay, I can feel it in me. Something is unfolding. So let's go back to this dream I had many months ago. I was trying to look for it in my old videos. It is there, but I've got so many videos I can't find it. I'm like, oh no. Okay. So I'm going to give a basic insight into the dream. Then I'm going to give a basic insight into what's going on around me in connection with this full blue moon and this expected mystical transformation being bridged into a wonderful new age through ascension. Okay. So in this dream, I'm with the family. I'm with the wife and her family, and I go to my car, which is outside this huge big building, another big building, right? I get my keys, and as I'm getting my keys, I'm getting something from the car. I shut the door, and my wife says, "Wait, I'm coming with you." Then we got these stairs ready to go into the building, and my father-in-law is with a gentleman, and he's showing him like a place to buy in this complex, in this building that we are at, right? And so I've got these keys, and I'm seeing this, I think it's an agent, pointing down to a lower floor with my father-in-law. This is a good place to buy, right? I take these keys, and I've forgot something in one of the rooms in this big building. And so I say, I'll be back in a minute. I go into the lift. I go up so many floors. I get out the lift, and I go along this corridor where these rooms are. And I can't get back into the rooms. It's like the doors are locked, and then suddenly the doors have disappeared. If I can remember this correctly, I just remember I couldn't get in these doors. So I go back to the lift to go back down. I can't go back down. The lift door now, it's like a circuit board, like a matrixy circuit board, and these strange hieroglyphs or symbolism appears on the door. And I try to open it, and there's nowhere to open the lift door. And I go to push it, and it moves back, the whole lift. I'm like, okay. I turn around, and the whole room is opened up. It's a huge room. And I noticed in the middle of the wall in this room, there's these two like old lift doors that kind of roll back. I don't know what you'd call them. They're like these cage doors, but it's a lift. You kind of see it in a big industrial complex, a factory. These big doors that shut like a cage, and you get in this big lift and go down. Well, I see this lift and this big red button. I go to push the red button so the doors will open up. I fly back into the middle of the room and I look up, and there's these big Pelagian weights. This is hard to describe. There's these gigantic weights. Like, I'm looking up at this massive wall, and there's like this Pelagian weight, and it goes down in its size, its weight. So I'm looking at this great big, like, bell shaped Pelagian weights either side of me, and they start going up like that. Whoa, boom, whoa, boom, and I'm staying in the middle. If I don't stay in the middle, these weights are going to kill me. So I'm staying in the middle, and as these weights are going up, I start, should we say, going up the floors, and I mean fast. And these big weights are coming out, going bang, bang. And I find myself shooting up faster and faster. I can't even describe the speed. Suddenly, I'm on the top floor, and I'm on all floors, absolutely exhausted. And this gentleman, he's standing there looking at me, and I'm exhausted. And I said to him, there's so much more to all this. And he said, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Okay, that was the dream. Now, I mentioned in my previous videos, it's been an eventful few days. A lot's been going on. Well, my father-in-law is here, thinking of buying a caravan because I live near the sea, as many of you know. I'm like, are you serious? The whole scene's starting to play out. Okay, he's about to buy, with an agent, a place to stay in. We got the full blue moon, and I go in a lift, and the next minute I'm being shot up to the top floor in this weird presentation of these huge Pelagian weights, literally swinging back up, like all the weights coming off, and we are like shooting up to the top floor. And I'm exhausted by the time I get there. I'm like, hang on a minute, my father-in-law's here. He's gonna buy a caravan. There's keys. We got the blue moon with the recent symbols, the apple and cinnamon cake, the resurrection of the ruin, the resurrection sign. When I saw, turning around in a junction, I saw in a big plaque across the road the cross with Christ on it, which is the resurrection from the ruin, because of a lot of our lives have gone through an intense process where we've been stripped of everything. We are literally bruised and hurt, disconnected, disassociated, okay, thirsty for life and restoration and healing. See, so you can see what it is I'm getting at here. What I'm getting at here is all converging to now, and I've put some more videos in my community tab, and so I'm unsettled because I'm making these connections with the dreams that I've had, the symbolism we've received. It's full on. And I can't get settled. I've been round the block praying. So I thought I'd jump on here and share that with you. Again, this is what Father wanted me to do. Get on here and share everything with you. It's getting strange, and something is literally about to happen. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, I'm seeing all these connections. I'm like, this is it. And it's a bit confusing because there's now so much going on, so much data to process, the symbolism, the interpretation. I'm getting a positive, yet it's like we're ready to leave the negative, and there's this overlay. So it's hard to articulate what's going on. I don't want no more drama, or we've gone through so much. And I'm like, Father, what is going on? You know, all these should we say, situations or these presentations are now unfolding everywhere. I'm like, okay, something is definitely happening now. So I thought I'd jump on here and share that with you. Keep watch, because all the signs have converged to today. So the blue moon, okay, going into Aquarius. Also, while I'm here, while I remember, in the end of I Pet Goat 2, the depiction of Christ on the boat, you notice he's before Scorpio. All right, let me just pause there. Okay, so Scorpio is where the Milky Way runs through. And remember, we have the ruptured part in the Milky Way. It's like I was making this connection with ruptured, raptured. You see the depiction of Christ in front of the scorpion right at the end, whereby I know the Milky Way runs through it, the ruptured part as well. I'm like, what is that saying? Because the fish had jumped in the boat. You see right at the end, he's before Scorpio, rupture, birthed out of the Ouroboros. I thought I'd share that with you. Again, more connections. So this is Father shouting this out at me. Something huge is happening. It's trying to stay calm. Oosa. Because there's a lot going on. I'm like, man, this is getting intense now. All right, I'm been waiting for this for so long. I know what Father has been showing me, what I've received, what's being revealed. This is what we've been prepared for, receiving knowledge, disclosure, preparation. I'm so excited and seeing all the convergence now of these signs and symbols. It's like go time. I'm like, okay, let's keep calm about this. All right, because it could be nerve-wracking. This is a supernatural, mystical transformation that's about to occur with our lives. After learning so much about the nature of this world, we're about to step into a wonderful future where we can expand to our eternal heavenly homes. And how this is going to unfold, I don't know. How subtle, how abrupt, there's a lot of unknowns, which makes it intense. I'm staying hopeful, and I'm desperate for life and restoration and healing because of everything that we've gone through. And Spirit has been saying to me, yes, this had to happen for a reason. And yet it's going to be restored in the resurrection, in the birthing and snatching up, caught away, etc. All right, snatching away, caught up, right, out of the deep onto the land of the living. Okay, back home to our eternal heavenly home, not made of human hands. So I just thought I'd jump on here and share that with you. I'll go over the video if it's all right. I'm just going to post it. I do apologise if I'm a bit all over the place. It's getting full on. Love you guys. Have a good day.